What's up, everyone? We are doing an office tour today. This has been a little bit of a work in progress, my little project for the past month. There's still some stuff I want to do. You'll see there's some areas that I need to do paint touch-ups and things like that, so just ignore that. But overall, I've been working in it for a month and I'm really liking it. So this is a multi-purpose space for me. I need to be able to record videos, I need to be able to take video calls, and I need to be able to actually get some good heads down work done. So let's start with the desk. This is kind of the main attraction here. This is where I spend most of my day. This is a standing desk by FlexiSpot. And so it can go up, it can go down, obviously. And I really like the flexibility with the desk, not just because I can sit or stand, but also for filming. This is my filming backdrop right here. So it's really easy to move things around depending on camera height and the angle that I want to get. So the top is this beautiful maple material, which I really like. I knew I wanted to get something other than white. My old desk was white. And since I'm doing this black wall, I knew I wanted to get something to bring in a little bit more natural materials and make it feel a little bit warmer, not so cold. So I really like the look of it. It's nice and big. I can fit pretty much whatever I need on here. I have my notebook on here, my computer, of course. I do use this little computer riser. I really recommend doing that if you take a lot of Zoom calls. It just, helps with that, angle of your face look a little bit better. One of the other things that I really love about this desk is that it has this fancy drawer here, which this is the first desk I've had in a long time that has had a drawer. And it's kind of amazing how much stuff I managed to shove in here that I really use every day. I mean, I have my AirPods, I've got my remote control for my lamp that's back there. I've got, stuff, whatever you call these things, pens, tons of lip products here. And then another thing that I love is this little control center, command center. I don't really know what you want to call it, over on the right side. So this has where you actually move the desk up and down, and you can add presets, which is really nice. So again, I have a certain setting for filming, and then I have a certain setting for right now when I would just be working and typing. And it also has some USB ports. So I'm always able to keep my AirPods, my iPad, my iPhone, all of that stuff charged. I did add just a little addition with this kind of surge protector thing here. I don't really need it, but it's nice to have some additional plugs just at, arm level, so I don't have to bend down and plug things in all the time. So that is the desk. I'll link it down below because FlexiSpot was kind enough to send this to me. So definitely go check them out and show them some love. Now onto the chair. The chair is a recent pickup from IKEA. I don't have much to say about it yet because I've only been working on it for a couple of days really, but this is a little bit higher than my past chair, and it has the little footrest, which is really nice. So far it's been really comfortable and is just a major upgrade from what I was using before, which was an Amazon chair that was basically worn down until the metal on the butt. It was not comfortable. And then down here, well, first of all, we have my emotional support blanket. I always need it. Comment down below if you also have an emotional support blanket. I don't think I'm the only one. Down here, I have a little carpet square thing. It still is not the ideal situation, to be honest, but I like the way it looks. I just wanted a little pop of something going on here, and I actually picked this up from Walmart. So it was really affordable. I think it was $30 from the Better Homes and Garden line there. So I think it's really cute. Okay, so back here, this is the accent wall. This is the big black project that I'd been working on. So I decided to do the wall matte black, or a flat black paint. And then I got these 3 ladder style bookshelves to line up one by one. They were actually really easy to put together too. I put together the bookshelves on my own, so they weren't hard at all. And then I just filled this up with, a lot of little trinkets and things, books. This is not all of my books. Most of my books are actually upstairs in a different room that maybe I'll show you all if you want to see it in the future, kind of my reading, writing nook. But these are just some of my favorite books, and or books that I reach for a lot, and or books that are just really pretty and kind of go along with the theme. So I wanted to do basically a neutral theme, black, white with pops of pink and blue, I think are the majority of the colors in here. So yeah, I've got just a ton of interesting things. I've got some crystals, I've got some candles, I've got a globe. I got my 100,000 subscriber plaque from YouTube, which is super exciting. And I just try to add in some natural elements too, with some fake plants and some sand, some crystals, some, what do you call this? Salt candle holder things, and some LEDs to really make the space look very vibrant and deep when I'm filming, because if you're just filming black on black, it can look very, again, very cold, very harsh. So I wanted to add a lot of life to this. All right, so over here, I have a couple of pieces of art. It's just a print from my friend Ellen Vandermeide, who you'll see her art throughout this office actually as well. There's another piece on the bookshelves. And this photo is so funny. I got this for free. We were shopping at a store in Midtown Detroit called, what is it called? Hue. I think it's called Hue. It was 2020, the holidays 2020, and they were just like, do you want this picture? Like they were just giving away gifts with purchase, I suppose. And it's funny because this is actually the view from our old apartment. Like this is looking at the condos that were across from our old apartment. So it's nice because I kind of have this vibe. And then over here reminds me a lot more of where I grew up. Ellen is a friend that I went to high school and college with who grew up in the same area as I did. So I have like my two kind of homes here, which is nice. And then I have some little crystals just sprinkled about. The reason these are just kind of resting here is this is actually my Zoom backdrop. My head basically fits in this little corner, so it's nice to have just some balance. And I just like how they look kind of leaning. I don't know, I might down the road do a full gallery wall or something, but I haven't really decided. So this area is super empty. And again, I'm not sure if I love that. I'm not sure if I hate that, but for now it is what it is. We might do something with it later. All right, over here is kind of my little music corner. I don't know, I didn't really know where else to put this stuff. So I have my keyboard here. I have this like cheap ukulele that I've been trying to learn how to use for like a year and it's not going very well. And then I have just like some merch, some tour posters, some like, I don't know, this is again like a signed book thing of music. And just a couple of records that for some reason are still in the plastic. Either they're like favorite records or first editions or things like that. Got a little merch candle from Hooray for the Riff Raff. And this really bad chair. This chair is the bane of my existence. This used to be my office chair years ago. I can't get rid of it. It's got paint all over it now. I definitely, don't recommend playing piano on a chair like this, but it's nice to just have an additional chair in case anybody were to come over and wanted to hang out or whatever. I also have this one, by the way. Excuse all the cords here, but this thing is also nice for the standing desk when you want to put it in an upright position. It's apparently much better for your body to like kind of lean, or what's the word I'm looking for? Perch. I don't know, just to like use a stool instead of a full-on chair. So I have that as well. Okay, let's talk about these windows because they have been, there were a lot of tears, a lot of money, a lot of arguments, a lot of things to get the window treatments right. And there is dirt all over the windows because they're doing landscaping. So just keep that in mind. Basically, because this is also a filming studio, I wanted to make sure that I could use natural light, but that I could also completely tune out the natural light if I wanted to. So if I wanted to use artificial light, if it was like one of those days where the clouds are moving around a lot, that it wouldn't totally mess up my shot. So what I landed on is getting blackout blinds that I can pull down and have it completely blackout and be able to just use artificial light. And then also I got shears to use so that I could sort of diffuse the sunlight if it's a very sunny day. The first few videos that I've recorded in this space have just been with the windows wide open with the beautiful sunlight. And it is really nice, but I noticed like my face was looking very harsh, like harsh angles, harsh lines, just because the sun was so intense. So getting shears is a good way to kind of diffuse the sunlight so it is not quite so harsh. This window treatment setup was not expensive, total like $120 or $30 probably, but I spent a lot more on other blinds that didn't work out. So you live and you learn. Just go to Lowe's and get them custom cut. If you have big windows like this, it'll save you a lot of time. Lowe's, you can sponsor me if you would like to. And then over here, this side of the room gets like a little bit more function than form for sure. So over here, I have this like plant that everyone makes fun of because it looks so fake. So hopefully someday I will get a real plant. Let me know what you guys think is the easiest to take care of. But we have that. I do have a ring light here. I haven't used it in this space yet, but just in case it is a really gloomy day or whatever, I want to take photos or something, I just leave this out. And then over here, I have my printer. I have a file cabinet, and then back here, I also have another piece of art from my friend Ellen, which I just love so, so much. And then over here, this is my little, like, I don't know what we want to call this, a little standing situation. It reminds me of, did you all grow up watching MTV Behind the Music Video or something? And they'd always have like the music video director like standing like at a thing like this. Like I'm living that fantasy. My iMac, I don't really use that much. So I didn't want it to like hog up space on my desk. So that way, if I need to use it, I can just do a little standing action right here. And I have, all my keyboards, all that stuff. My camera's right here. And then this thing I wanted to get, obviously the keys are all in it right now because I'm here. But if I were to leave for an extended period of time, I can take these keys out, and these little lockers, they all lock. And I mostly keep like equipment in here. So, my GoPro and like things like that, like additional camera equipment that, I don't want to have something happen to necessarily. So I thought that worked out really, really nicely. And then lastly, I just have this lamp, which I had in my old office as well. I got it online, and it has a remote control, which is cool. So I can turn it on and off from my desk or from wherever. It also, you can change the color temperature from like white to blue to a more orangey tint. And you can also change the intensity of the brightness, which is really nice. Again, for filming, for Zoom calls, things like that. And then this is a little cart that I got from Target, and I just keep, it's a mess right now, honestly. But I keep more like daily essentials, pens, whiteboard, like dry erase markers, lotion, things like that. My little vlogging light. This thing is so cool. You can put it on top of your camera, and it just gives you like a little light. So yeah, just a ton of stuff like that on there. And lastly, you may notice this kind of like weird curtain behind me. So this doesn't have a door. This room does not have a door. And I don't know that we can put one on just because of like electrical, plumbing, stuff like that. I don't really need a door, but I don't know. I just don't really like feeling exposed. And also, it just looks sort of ugly. Like when I'm vlogging and you can see what's behind me, it's just not like the cutest area of the house. So what I ended up getting, if you look up, it doesn't look as cute like up top. I'm going to be honest, but I feel like it works for, this level. I got this track system. I will link it down below. It's actually just a sticker. It's like a command hook. So you take the sticker off, you cut it to size, and then you just put it on the ceiling. And then it works as like a little curtain system. It was super, super cheap, super easy. And again, it didn't make damage. We didn't have to like drill or anything. So it works really nicely. And then if you come over here, I actually got a real command hook to just use as a curtain tie back. I put it on crooked, don't judge me. But it can just go like this. And that's how I use it, most days. Like most of the time I just have it open, but if I'm doing something where I want more privacy, I will just close that. And I actually layered 2 shears onto each other so that it does make a like pretty opaque, I guess is the word I'm looking for. All right, so that's the office tour. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about where I got anything. I'll try to put some of the major things down in the description. And I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any ideas for this wall as well. Should I do a gallery wall? Should I do like a big mirror? Should I just leave it blank? Let me know your thoughts. And as always, please leave a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And I will see you on Friday for a new video. Bye.